All right, shalom. Yeah, that now point to say. So my young quiet that's the thing con any holding. Another about to addition so. All right. Last week, yeah, part one. Right, part one. And yeah, share I bet you whoa, it could see say the age of 19, right? And then I'm say share last week no, right? And see, you're about to try addition so. Right? Or your bar, right? Your bar making sure say that obechichi uti. Or your bema snatch a chair also obey oche, right? To your Bible try addition so. All right. To make sure so obey for Bible or apocrypha. There, what taking notes. All right. All right. Until say until last week, yeah, part one. Right. Into part one, you go through stages from yeah, whoa. Yeah, it could see the age of 19, right? Into the Bible was not yes, yeah. Yeah, twice. All right. Let me show me one check. Let me try to set things up. All right. And see, I did not make a class with me call Facebook. Me I said them kind of last week. Me call Facebook, and I'm share one of yana more or more twofold. Na me tell us na self to de be na no main. Ni na na de if we Bible nim. Enti ye no eno church class ye Ghana for ye Israelite for, right? Because self to na yana na e de my de bia na ye be say ebeti no. Sa no mani nyina de if we Bible nim, right? But na you say na no mo ndi masem so, but o hwe entity a omo na nam de tutu omo na ande omo ye nyina na de ni nyina de if we Bible nim, right? Omo kasa ya bebu ene sa no mani nyina de if we Bible nim. All right, timba be share video na a lady mami yes class way, right? All right, mami share my screen real quick. Ni yenti in sama yena na de e kind yeah, try addition so. All right. My main share my screen real quick. All right. I'll say more. Yeah, and see. Maybe about video near ya try your class so internet they be focus on from the age of 20 all the way down so be back cry now. So the na kana near the total Bible no. So because I know just say Ghana for is Israelite for. All right. So my main video ni nti nsema ya na de e kan.
Abofra no wa ba be ya akwada o ya akwada mo bia obi ya tinsuma no akwada no ase no akwada no abeye abrantie wo bra no a wonte nkoho osi ho da bisi be
ti so yo ba
o ya akatasia wakata no ho sie so obi ba be ware
chichiri mu bi ti ba
wakata no ho
sie
so obi ba be ware no na nema yo mkata o muti they are exposed on kata ho sie. So the basic tenets of being Obano is relegated to the background.
See the babra bomu a stages bia no e bia wo no sunsun so ana
na ve wotra no abeye panyin wo penema edinyin
panyin kire say
pe nyin wo penema
na de nyini enema bi tse dey
o che bia say adan nema wo destabilize ebusia wa de also contribute or quota towards the civilization of the society.
Okay.
O penema de
nyini we fa say panyin
no abeye abansiriwa aha nti nema na wa pe no wo kriti da mama no se enko
wo si ban
aha
e se fa say abansiriwa aha so wo ho ban se nema na wanya no enko nsanko
every one sakwa unya bio
wow papa
abansiriwa no no abeye akokora wo kora no wi a it belongs to posterity
akokora na kire say
wo kora nema
no say ya
ensay na waja manchirima
na fa say
akokora so wo kora no preserver wo preserve nema no because ofa pain na wo ya wela one happen nema no
yes
so wo dey chiche kwasi dia no fa say we dia marafu we wo kora no wi a off you go
this ano so your ba so a Oba no say fana say.
Abrewa wabre. Nti o te ho ojiji de nana no. Nti abrewa. Aha. Nti won say aka no bibia ye wa e feminine.
Yeah.
So abrewa. Abrewa wabre watiti nana no wahwema je de o te fa. Geneto naso kasi abre lonko baby nti abrewa awenyira no it takes place within 25,550 days because Yamima is 70 years. 70 years, so no, when you multiply 70 by 365 days in a year, you get 25,550 days.
Wow.
Which is 70. A free hokono, a dom bremu. So, I don't know, what's it, your bread, and your how. You contribute effectively towards the civilization.
You need.
Yeah, so and see, I hope mote asama yananeka. Intimity and I'm still a good, asama yananeka, very, very good. Because said you all can in the every Bible. And I'm always say Ghana for you see Israelite for, right? Because said all kind of tree casa no, even though you Hebrew casa, but tree casa and day no. Utin some more kind of the every Bible. So the every Bible. And see, you addition so. Say the kind last week near year. From the age of your war ABC all the way to age of 19, right? In the end, was near from 20 all the way so back Korana were free as a series. All right. In the end, First Kings chapter 2, verse 1. First Kings chapter 2, verse 1. Yeah, here as some David. Before I call First Kings, no. Yanko Numbers chapter 1. Verse 3. And see, Yansha Abra Asia Bible is considered ye bema and answer your bow with me a warrior and up with me at the Asha Abrabase. All right, and Yanko Numbers chapter 1, verse 3. You heard the Bible. Into your Numbers chapter 1, verse 3. Or say Numbers chapter 1, verse 3. Or say from 20 years old and upward, all they that are able to go forth to war in Israel. Thou and Aaron shall number them by their armies. And the Bible has say from the age of 20, and then the Bible is bema, right? Who's doing 20, and also your bar with me at the awari. I said Abrabonase. Because from the age of your will be see the age of 19. So koda. Because I said a long time ago, Captain Shemaiah described to be by it talk about so you're 19 years old, akoda. Maybe a free scripture or pulley, you know. Right? And Tibami says, so we did 20 years older, right? And the Bible considers your bema and also your bar obey the ubits me our right? And Tianko Tobit chapter 1, verse 9. All right, to me call book me call Parker for him, Parker for you. And to me call the book of Tobit chapter 1, verse 9. Right? Tibami says, so we didn't feel 20 years older. And I de oye bema and now oye oba. So there and so there oye abranti and a murphy. So until Yanko Tobit chapter 1, verse 9. Tobit chapter 1, verse 9. Or say, furthermore, when I was come to age of a man, right? So when you come to the age of the man here, they certify the age of 20. And you're 19. What the 18 years on your bema? What the 18 years old on your bema? What the 15 years old on your bema? If we 20 years elkono, and the Bible said the your bema, right? And to Tobit Miata say, Odi or me say kind of being Tobit chapter 1, verse now say, furthermore, when I was come to the age of men, bro, do age of a man, meaning from the age of 20 years old and up, no, Yansha Adia Tobit or say verse now, or say, furthermore, when I was come to the age of a man, I married Anna of my own kindred, and of her I begot Tobias, right? And the Bamiat, as I said, Tobit drew the age of a man, meaning from 20 years old and up, no, and the Owari, right? See, additionally, is sharing last week, I will be see the age of 19. Right now, 20 years old. Why Bama? Right? Into your Bama, and then I said, oh yeah, right? All right, First Kings chapter 2, verse 1. So say the nanane can of my edin for many years no, and after years no matter the SO ye. O ya koda obi etimi suma ntina o ya koda organa de bia na obi esuma o ya suma se kota we bra koye se bra koso nsuo koto banche bra koto eja bra, right? Because oh yeah, you kind of say akoda obi de esuma suma, right? In First Kings chapter 1, chapter 2, verse 1. You heard the Bible, Nika. First Kings chapter 2, verse 1. First Kings chapter 2, verse 1. Or say, now the days of David draw nigh, that he should die. And he charged Solomon his son, saying, verse 2, I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong therefore, and show thyself a man. And the after so David Ekachi and the Solomon said, only show himself as a man, right? And to show yourself as a man, oh yeah, it's just so you are a man, also you show yourself as a man, right? Verse 3 or say, and keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgments and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses, that thou mayest prosper in all thy doings, and whithersoever thou turneth thyself. Right? David Ekachen the Solomon said, after so see why you bema when into right now the eso udi emrasem so, right? And my ya o mame wo kamasem etrel o papa eteto no kamasem to right now Solomon now see me baby fast aso we so no make it say eso udi emrasem so udi emrasem so and after so etrel say oh yeah bema, and also you show yourself a man. I didn't know catch Solomon said only emrasem no showing himself as a man. You heard the entire David Ekache and the Banisa, right? You better additions near who the entire David Ekache and the Banisa, Solomon said, only show himself as a man. All right. In Proverbs chapter 4, verse 10. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 10. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 10. I say, Proverbs chapter 4, verse 10. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 10. I'll say, hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of thy life shall be many. Right? This right, because right now nobody 20 years old. Papa I want to Ukraine, and that's only Marasem, right? And so right now nobody 20 years old. And so right now Obama council be guide. And since some Obaba catcher on the Eso Uti, said the end and kind would do a baby ede, and you will know my SO ye. But before so boom no many nan as a so papa and a show transit. No where the O2 for Ocho and Marasem no. O mame Ocho and Marasem no. Okay, kind of Proverbs chapter 31. Solomon mame a trend or buy the Esofa or buy or ye Proverbs chapter 31. Why? Because a man in him a man subai. Bema in him a man subai. Right? And to also verse 11 or say, I have taught thee in the way of wisdom, I have led thee in right paths, right? And see, who did 20 years old, I even your walk on or parents making sure or guide you in the right path, meaning according to Nyankopon Ransom, or Mama Nyansa Bible. Said the issue last week. Said, men found Hoko back a before, said the Debian and Anoka, men found Hoko back before because I before no Abrabon fast will be any almost so. Right? Oh, don't call Johnny Aquashifo, also Baby Aquashifo, and I'm making them. You also Babessa, over so Babessa almost. So today be our parents A2 for men found home Marcus before, men found home more be a abrabo no emphata emanyankopon. Right? And see, right now, the Yahoo Ukraine who say Israelite for no ye and if you yenya every ye papa ho, if you yenya every ye brothers for no, a guide ye ewo emrasem, right? Yantuaso, verse 12, or say, when thou goest, thy steps shall not be thy steps shall not be straightened, and when thou runneth, thou shalt not stumble. Why? Because of God, wisdom and understanding now you free about power. A guide, right, into walking in the right path. On stumble, make it in because of the counsel the demand. On found back what you for. Right, verse 13. Or say, take fast hold of instruction, let her not go. Keep her for she is thy life. Yeah, because now pomrason yenkwa. Wisdom, any understanding, you for your leadership or you for your father's honor. Enkwa. Why? Because a guide through the path of righteousness. A guide So, all right, and this is at this age, you know, these are the counsel, these are the things that Papa my do be too for. Why? Because right now, no be bema, right? Obeshe abrabo ase. Said ye Yanai de eka, you know. All right, and Yanko Tobit chapter 4, verse 1. And right now, the foot on kwan de ma, your more foot near guide, right? Because right now, what be bema, right? What be a branch here. Or say a branch of Brennan, I know can't say or say bear man. But I'm Tobit chapter 4, verse 1. Tobit chapter 4, verse 1. Tobit chapter 4, verse 1. Or say, in that day, Tobit remembered the money. Okay, may jump back of verse 2. Or say, and said with himself, I have wished for death. Wherefore do I not call for my son Tobias that I may signify to him of the money before I die. Verse 3. And when he had called him, he called Tobias. Toby a friend about Tobias. No, he said, my son, when I am dead, bury me. And Toby catching about Tobias said, me about Tobias, me friends are so make sure say the Ubi see me. I'm not for baby if right now lifestyle you homosexual lifestyle you if he say a normal and that's a lady lifestyle you if you say a normal. Why? Because papa bia na mami bia penny say ne mami ni na de omubesie no ne mami ni no ma wo no hu ne nana no ene ye enije ema papa no ene mami no right to bit eka che ne battle by say me first as we so a make sure said ubesie me ene de nkola baby inform mu parents so why? Because many of them no omo parents said the and guide you in the right path omo parents and the two omo parents inform so don't parents say fear as we so omo form but again the Ghana a year abe business, right? To say the obi found kana who and no kind of the objection in the sword, but they send it no right? But to be the cash in the battle by say, make sure me who are the ubi see me, if ubi see me. Me to also. Verse 3 or say, and when he had called him, he said, my son, when I died, bury me, and despise not thy mother. But honor her all the days of thy life, and do that which shall please her, and grieve her not. Right? To be catching the battle by says, "Semi friends as we swear, making sure that the ubi see me, nothing so making sure that on tete or mommy, right? So when wisdom any counselor Tobit or the man in back Tobias, why? Because right now the back Tobias abe bema, right? Into a man of wisdom and a man of counsel and understanding. And idea so yeah, our brother with you, right? Because any day you be and answer our brother one you need baby any baby you need vision. Mammy can say you need vision. Why? Because you're near papa no any mamma more empty me and the say in the credit. I mean I'm a man to say Bible, right? And you live your life, right? But I'm meant to also. Verse 4 or say, remember my son that she saw many dangers for thee when thou was in her womb, and when she died, bury her by me in one place. Yeah, because we'll go through the Bible now, all of our forefathers. You see my baby, you see when you could see right? Toby catching the battle by says, me first as we so make sure so take care of mommy. On take no. Unless we free as we so make sure say the ube seeing next to me. And then they suddenly yeah, and they you are yes, oh, you do call bush your crew, never see most of my Albania was in the bush your crew, Beman never seen no has it. No, Bible no interest, baby, I will Beman you see, no one the ube you see you. Oh, kind yeah, Papa Abraham. The way baby you see Abraham, once you see Sarah, right? Meaning why I say because I know you follow say Egyptians, and Africans, no custom, you know. And no matter why you wear feet, but no matter why yeah. But above in some year canon. And no matter why and I'm okay free Bible, but no and the year baby why you know in free Bible. amamamu no ma de yesua ya ye de aka ye culture ho, right? They say a year or moye ni kuntan na si and quite asem emfaso bi ani so. Now obi could loan ekoye ye no asa chale crazy and no be ha emfaso any so. Emfaso e de any so. Right? Yento aso. Verse 5, or say, my son, be mindful of the Lord our God all thy days, and let not thy will be set to let not thy will be set to sin. And Toby catching the bad Tobias, making sure said they be under there ubedi emrasem so. Mema wadrin, mema or thought, emma the emma unkoye bonnet, because you know a evil. Yadrin a bonnet quaned any womb. So until so want me control wadrin now, they be obeying from so. And all my ben, e go against Yakopom Rasim. Right? And you told it, catching took the battle by say, make sure so be and Rasim. So now, remember what dream Emma with the Emma Unquay bonnet into on in Yakopom. Right? Or say, all transgress his commandments, do uprightly all thy will, all thy life long, and follow not the ways of unrighteous. Or say, do uprightly. And the upright, who no my upright as a trainer say. You heard definition of upright. And I said, I say they uprightly. Yeah, you heard definition. You heard as a trainer. My main searching over real quick. Upright. Yeah, heard definition real quick. Upright. Oh boy. I can't find the definition of uprightly. Okay, my man, search another. Okay. My man, share with you hear definition of uprightly. All right, my man, share my screen real quick. Okay. Uprightly, or say purity, honesty, obedience, goodness, and blameless are key indicator of uprightness, right? And see, uprightness, and I say uprightly, means what? Being honest, being obedience, and be goodness, right? And you go back to scriptures now. You go back to scriptures. All right, so you go back Tobit chapter 4, verse 5. Or say, my son, be mindful of the Lord our God all thy days, and let not thy will, meaning don't let your own thoughts be set to sin or to transgress his commandments. Do uprightly, meaning be honest, be righteously. All thy life long, and follow not the ways of unrighteous. The ways of unrighteous, they're evil. Or obi a Bible say you're unrighteous, meaning undo Nyankopon rasem so, onsuro Nyankopon. Enti where you afutu atobit ede man about to buy say making sure say won't follow the ways of unrighteousness, making sure say the obedi emrasem na fe so memo wa adwen ema de ema onye bone entia onu Nyankopon. Verse 6, for if thou did truly, thy doing shall prosperly succeed thee, and to all them that live justly. Right? When you have to a bit, ede man about to buy it. Or say they deal truly, and then they're gonna for you deal it truly. What a 20-year-old, no, or yet, almost your friend says Sakawa, or yet I'm robbing, or we are manful. Why? Because when you'll be a man guide, then I'm an ancient massa, Abrabon, and no new. At this time, what 20 years now? 20 years now. This is that this when it no matter the S or any cancel yet, any when it idea the S or yet. Right? And then the young boys be Ghana, 20-year-old and up. Abrabo mu live no. Vision for life na new my dream. Right? Omo pedi omo benya no right now. Right? Omo pedi on the omo benya no right now. All right. Yanto also. Verse 7, or say, give alms of thy substance, and when thou givest alms, let not thy eye be envious, neither turn thy face from any poor, and the face of God shall not be turned away from thee. So until Toby catch on the battle by, say, make sure so my arms. Right? Remember when you envious, meaning we so my arms. Now I drink catch us. Oh, the says carry crab. It's me that I tell you a power we show. The says carry crab. It's me there. I'll be to me where you. I bring what you says against all the overside or my arms and my congregation. Right? And to Bible saying you can say that your eyes are envious. I did our saw you make sure so best again. Nothing so also they help the poor. Those are AD and Marsham so no. Those are obi your righteousness and omo na the eso obo because obi evil obi smoky we no this kind of command or kwa smoky we but obi odi Marsham so no on the eso obo o say sans nya point the eso the unturning nani emfi wo so why because say the oyema unia na odi Marsham so sans nya point the ebe ya ma yento aso. Verse 8, if thou hast abundance, give alms accordingly. If thou have but a little, be not afraid to give according to that little. Until I say, if I want to baby, what about no? Making sure there's the Obama arms, right? And the way congregation now be about. What about you? My arms? What 20 pesos are? Masika, what about ubet me for the men fan compare be say, oh, I can see I can see my 100 Ghana cedi into make some go 100 Ghana cedi about 100 Ghana cedi no o spending in now to me be entered in the and now be in furniture or expenses. So until what about no masa arms no so what 100 Ghana cedi now be my 5 ubet me my 5 Ghana cedi ubet me my 1 Ghana cedi masa fasa then about afford it, right? And then the other now upon you free you. Right, there will be no say a yet be say a ketwa. Ma do bit me the ama. Right, and to when a futua told it any money back to buy it. Why run into why? Because to buy it abe bema, right? Because of the share abrabase. Right, yantuaso. Verse 9. Or say, for thou lays up a good treasure for thyself against the day of necessity. Right, because in the long run, no, almost be you so many the almost so abo. Right. Say the congregation brothers member congregation is abo. Sans na what sure about congregation the ebo. Sans na brother now obo no sans na the nyampo be so the amon so abo. It was verse 11. Or say for alms is a good gift unto all that giveth in it in. Let's say there, can be for alms is a good gift unto all that give it in the sight of the Most High. Verse 12. Beware of all whoredom, my son. And I told by man about about a German sem. And the area foot to told the man about Tobias about a German sem. Or say there, beware of all whoredom, my son. And chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers. And to talk about the catch on the battle by say, make sure say oba worry about Ufin Israel Ebusun Konim. And then they Ghana for a 2 coin landing. Oh, land the air and what the young cat into Makorea Akosibruni. Akosibruni, a bit my young cat. And I'm a America Makorea Akosibruni, only a bit my and Carter. And I'm in Pegana for me, but some warrior Akosibruni. No, Bible say you're a Jamai. Oh, I'm a mamu for Bible say a Jamai. Or say warrior wow Uzlaini warrior warrior Mamento also. Or say verse 13. Or say beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers, and take not a strange woman to wife, which is not of thy father's tribe, for we are the children of the prophet Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all married wives of their own kindred, and were blessed in their children, and their seed shall inherit the land. Right? Tobit, I catching about Tobias, making sure don't worry other nations no. Okay, I'm saying Genesis 25 for that. Genesis 25, Abraham Ekatre, the seven, they say, making sure men correct Africans no Emma me back Isaac. But call me the Mabusian for night the copper or bar Emma me back Isaac. So tiana nan enim say ni kwase ware amamamo for. Yana nanim say ni kwase ware kwasibro ni kwase ware Chinese for. So to worry amamamo for worry Chinese for Bible say e dwaman e hodom ene de wa committee. E hodom ene de wa committee. Nti weni evutu a Tobit edema ne ba Tobias abra right now Tobias ade abeye Bema. Yeah, scripture now make about Abraham here, Genesis 28. Yeah, sorry, Genesis 28. Me correct him. Right, Mamin Twaso. Verse 13. Or say, now therefore, my son, love thy brethren and despise not in thy heart thy brethren, the sons and daughters of thy people. Ghana for be brave, etan omunya Ghana for. Etan omunya Ghana for. But Tobit catching the battle by said, no, men despise your people. Men despise Israelites. Men despise Omo. Oh, worry, I'm a mamu for Bible say, oh, despise Wabushia uncalled for. Oh, despise Unyam Israelite. So worry Chinese ni, oh, worry Arab ni, oh, worry other nations, no many Israelite for now. Bible say, oh, despise what uncalled for. Meaning, oh, hatred, emo. So until when a foot to our Tobit, Edeman back to bias, right? Yentuaso. Verse 13 will say, now therefore, my son, love thy brethren and despise not in thy heart the brethren, the sons and daughters of thy people, in not taking a wife of them. For in pride is destruction and much trouble, and in lewdness is decay and great want. For lewdness is the mother of all famine. Lasciviousness is the mother of all evil. Right? Because and then also ya worry akosi brony Chinese for I didn't you pese ababa emu didn't here I want to beat me about me. No, massa. And go against Nyankopon mmaransem no. The entire year brand de bia make Bible me ase no because mmaransem na yendi sunti na the year bre. Mmaransem na yendi sunti ye gold, ye cocoa, ye natural resources ewo asase so ewo Ghana no, ewo Jamaica, ewo Nigeria, ewo Togo, ewo amamu nyina de etukwan akosi brony kronso epese ye born intia. I don't think you will good or assassin so into me moye. But Arab funny, Lebanese funny, other nations nearby. I'm gonna send no money board. I don't know. I don't know any was as a basan no money board. I'm move for why? Because you need life for na yendi young pomras and young point the air so until don't justify so because the Ghana more ed took a Chinese now. No, no. Doesn't mean that. That's a still odo unyam Ghana for. Yes, Ghana for be wicked. Yes, wicked. Right? But does it mean say so despise on call for? No. At the end of the story, the SO do unyam Israelite for. So the man cannot pay unya Ghanaian, African American, or mu Israelite for, Jamaica for, or mu Israelite for. You can say Haiti for, or mu Israelite for, mu Uniamo. Open emano, open different colors. How many no Israelite abusu konim. So on pegani ni ba obenya ba pebia wo other Israelite abusu konim. Ni kwa so kware akwasi bruni na Chinese for na Arab for. No. Ni kwa so kware sa. You can say that okwesa. Verse 14. Let not the wages of any man which has wrought for thee tarry with thee, but give him it out of hand. For if thou serve God, he will also repay thee. Be circumspect, my son. Right? To assist obi ye juma ma me sika ensure and they obi koye juma ma obi a na nipa ne be so betua na nipa ne ye no kobla ada na ye sa when you is ban boni a enu ntino sa anom men eda so dey so Bible say ni kwan say yes sir obi be ye juma ma wa fa ne sika ma no only ni agreement so be ma no one Ghana si a fa ne one Ghana si di ma no but enam adwen boni ni e would same to no enipa be bre wo ha akoye juma ma omo a omo so mu betua oka. Why? Because I've been born into and day nipa be bro how say life me basa say just like that because I evil things yet towards Israelite for. So it's a future here future Tobit any man to buy any wisdom any understanding anyhow I follow this path I'll be actually prosper over Sasiwi so. Yentwaso. Verse 14 or say, let not the wages of any man which has wrought for thee tarry with thee, but give him out of hand. For if thou serve God, he will also repay thee. Be circumspect, meaning be wise, be prudent, my son, in all things that doeth, and be wise in all thy conversation. Yeah, Bible says be wise in all conversation. Because if you are wise in all your conversation, I'm going to come about na we na come and fasoni so. Odi obi nkotira se ni nkoma about say yenko wi obi, yenko ro obi, yenko sisi obi. So, into when the wisdom Tobit or the money by the back to bias, right? Yentuaso, verse 15. Or say, do that to no man which thou hateth. Drink. Or say that men idea. Or say so do that to no man which thou hateth. Even so tiny pankwana men treating this. Bible say you dealing with each other according to Emrano. No. Otan doesn't mean say so or so the no and also obeso okuno. No man yen is me say can be or say do that to no man which thou hateth. Drink no wine to make thee drunken. Right? But I'll say men no ensan the ebemo that doesn't mean say you can so no monsa. No, but men no ensan at the embo. Yen say yen cause Sirach chapter 31 verse 27. Sirach chapter 31 verse 27. Sirach chapter 31 verse 27. Or say, wine is as good as life to a man. If it be drunk moderately, what life is then to a man that is without wine? For it was made to make men glad. Yeah, but me as I say, and wine it make a man glad. But no sound in moderation. Men no one say the embo. And then the air bonnet. But it doesn't mean anyone said no son. All right, you go back to Tobit. Tobit chapter 4, verse 15. Or say, do that to no man which thou hateth. Drink not wine to make thee drunken. Men no one say the embo. Why? Because no son na oboa air bonnet. Bible say yen no one son in moderation, right? Or say, neither let drunkenness go with thee in thy journey. Or say, and some drunkenness and your brabo. And then they'll share none be brave, your young brothers be brave. So, more life near the almost try and say, I'll go all 20 years, but not because we 50 years. Why? Because and I destroy the body. I'm out for be brave, because I'm on some abo, I'm a matter got them, I'm a cowboy, monassi be there, I'm more free as I so. I'm out for be brave, Eddie, son, or man of no sentence. They say, oh, my own here for. Okay, the book of Sirach. Say there, don't spend your money at the wine, and it's about the ubi you ohiani. So, all right, into Yantuaso. Into a baba lady win, and you can see a man and said the lady with a warrior brabo. Why? Because a bed a bonnet number one, no son boy a bonnet, and after so, a why you're poor. My name is Musa scripture now. If you baby, oh, may have my man finding the real quick. My home baby, my hair baby. So was Sirach. Is this Proverbs? Okay, Murphy baby, I'm spending a lot of time, but it talks about saying you can so don't spend your money at the wine. Right, but Murphy baby, scripture there. Oh. All right, but anyway, right into all right into also Murphy baby scripture on the one. Tobit chapter 4 verse 16. Or say, give of thy bread to the hungry, and of thy garment to them that are naked, and according to thy abundance give alms, and let not thy eye be envious when thou giveth. Right? See, whatever I want to go be at the commodity, no meaning no be our number months now common say they get Christopher for now. Show me who but I'm common no. Right? Obi odi emrasem so. So verse 17. Or say, pour out thy bread of the burial of the just. Mean obi or just near the edi emerson. So say pour your bread. Or say there, pour your bread on the burial of the just. But give nothing to the wicked. Obi you wicked no matter. Nah. Bible says I think it's about 25 for now. Yeah, and obi you wicked. Bible says why? Because obi no. They be also and sense on this kind of common. I don't know this kind of this kind of no monsa. Obi o smoke weed, no this kind of this kind of no monsa. Because social media, me share videos about young men now. Me ejuma, me say nyina ko ensanom ana endro me the almost smoky. Verse 18, or say, ask counsel of all that are wise and despise not any counsel that is profitable. Or say, the open nyansa, me ko bi o kwasel because who be o kwaso ntimi mu nyansa, but obi o ye odi mrasam so no na de onu betimi ama nyansa. Or say seek counsel of all that are wise. Yes, seek counsel from obi o ye wise. Obi o ye wise. Or say, and despise not any counsel that is profitable. So be man counsel a bit profit to life. And men goes, oh, massa, and men nye ejuma, right? Obi man counsel na ye profitable. Make it sure to make keep our counsel, no, right? Yento also verse 19. Or say, bless the Lord thy God always, and desire of him that thy ways may be directed. Yeah, guide in the right path. Because you can come Bible says our ways are not nyawpon ways. You can come Bible who say nyawpon ways any ways any pay. And idea you drain and yes and nyawpon e drain. Idea you feel say emphasis was no nyawpon who say idea we emphasis is a vanity. Right? Verse 19, or say, bless the Lord thy God always, a desire of him that thy ways may be directed, and that all thy paths and counsels may be prospered. For every nation has not counsel, but the Lord himself giveth all good things. And he humbleth whom he will, and he will now therefore, my son, remember my commandments, neither let them be put out of thy mind. Right? When it comes to Toby, any man about Tobias, Abu 20 years old, or do the age of a man. Why? Because right now, the share about Ase. Right? To man, wise counsel, any idea the SOye, any idea the you can say the Oye our Abrabo way. All right. And to enter these ones, you call Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10. You heard the Bible, Nika. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10. Or say, whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with all thy might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave, whether thou goest. And to me, that says, "Bibia, ye didn't sabbath canon. Ye making sure say ye no with all our mind. A jume bia ubenyano. Men can arm robbing, a men can with this a wicked job. That's why when you are a carpenter, or you mason, or you plumber. Yeah, Bible says with all your mind. All your mind meaning who didn't cry. Ungo this you be. Ungo try. Ungo can't just say nipan materials. No coin materials near 500 Ghana city. I bet so. Only some materials in 300 Ghana city. Where and no man Ghana for young brothers ni your old men or ye wo Ghana. But Bible said that Bibia be ubenya biano. Do it with your mind, meaning and the cry and dead. Men you lazy, men ya quadro. Right? Men ya quadro. Yanko 2 Thessalonians chapter 3 verse 10. Into right now, at the age of 20, these are the things that I say the old dream. These are the things that they so focus on. Because Obeshabra about say or responsibilities ever dorsal. Right? Why be your life bill? Why be your odanka? To right now, your man wisdom there, what's me are planning your life. All right. Into 2 Thessalonians chapter 3 verse 10. I say, for even when we were with you, for even when we were with you, this we commanded you that if any will not work, neither shall he eat. And he, by me, I say, "Obi as a 1 year Jimmy can say the did." And then the young man be almost on baby. What did 25 years still old? On the side of Kakoya Jimmy, the Asha Abrabo say. So or tene mami fi na yehwe ne sa. They say no sir, God forbid ne papa ne mami efiri ma oni vision bia so the how be the obe sustaining life. So right? The Bible ne me says obi onye adwuma na any kwan say the ODD. Until at the age of 20 up no watch as about say the ebe ye adwuma be sebu sika the sebu sika say in the time say obi a okowari opa obenya ba bi the akopɛ dan etimi ahwe obani ye be sua sa no mani nyina but I'm speeding up because my notes na the head also. All right, and then call 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 8. 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 8. I say, but if any provide not for his own, especially for those of his own house, he has denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. The Bible says, right now, be a young man, I'll be worried. I say they also provided for your family, right? And then what me provided for your family? Okay, we can kind of Ecclesiastes or Ecclesiastes, maybe Ecclesiastes 9. Right, to be a know what me provided for obusuan for unhia ejuma. Ecclesiastes I think it's Ecclesiastes 7. Ecclesiastes 7 verse 12 say, for wisdom is a defense and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. Right? But me say sika a defense. The sika a defense to what? To pay for poverty, defense against poverty. Who sika bit me to our bills, which me I could tell you, which me I'm or your chop money, which me at your school fees, right? And the Bible says, I said the obi out me provided for Emma obisua for no, meaning we infidel, meaning the Bible need. Does it mean so go abema one of the Juma say, and now the year Juma say, no, and your mona me ye can one say. Bemo ya kwadro on beso be Juma. Ben what me are the asher or year umba. I ben what me are the extra or bells. Right. To when a footwa the age of 20, no, where the biometer says, when he idea they also Osha say edrin. When he idea say Osha said the meditate on. All right. Yanko Sirach. Yeah, Sirach. And to me Kobuko, me Ecclesiasticus. Sirach chapter 29, verse 21. Sirach chapter 29, verse 21. Or say, the chief thing for life is water and bread and clothing and a house to cover shame. Right? But me as I say, idea a emphasis or say the ubenya ensuo, ubenya aduane adi, ubenya atade ahye, na ubenya de baby de udi utibeto. So until obema what 20 years abesha abrabo. So make sure say eso say abrabo nyina na ade ohia de unya say ubetime eso onya ensuo no, onya aduane di, onya atade hye na onya baby de udi utibeto. But sad the normal way nyina before ubetime nya sa normal way nyina de ese de oye adwuma. De ese oye adwuma. Adwuma na oye no manokre de endedi. Manocrede and daddy. Minko sisi obi. All right. Yantuaso. Yanko 1 Timothy chapter 6. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 6. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 6. Or say, but godliness with contentment is great gain. So obedi myself. So maybe be obiano. Obey okay with it. No. Bible say a great gain. Bible say a great gain. Right. Verse 8. No, verse 7. I'll say, for you brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. Verse 8. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. Right? He said, ubenya tade said you can kind of secret ubenya baby ade utibeto. Bible says, yes, all you're content, yes, all you're okay. Because these are the chief things in life. When the idea uhia e was aso so say obe survive obenya aduane adi obenya nsuo anom obenya atade ahye na obenya ba bia odi utibeto onya sa no ma we nyina na e de esa oye content odi mrasam so abibia obia no oye content. The Bible say you great gain but the young boys even a penny for no kwa omonya content. Why? Because abobom be so mu live no e you beyond their need obi ho baby odi ne to beto or atade hye or aduane di or edebebium. Yeah, or the needy. I don't know what Juma or yeah. But so you live in the life, so be your broche. Or hotel car can say, or call restaurant or spending the second. No, you can so live your life, sir. Did today be as any pan open sika. I didn't have this bribe equals to Ghana. I didn't have this bribe equals to Ghana because lifetime in people be able to live, or live beyond their needs. And here, and nobody in here. So when you can see them, who car bit a double and no obission for Becoba. Are you okay? And today be an amount for almost a bribe equals will be a physical. Why? Because almost lifestyle will live, or live in wants, not in need. Today be a corruption equals, they be a bribe equals, but Bible say, "Uso nyankopon na kakra bia wo no." So you okay with that? The Bible say a great gain. When you be bia when you be bia ohia bia wa asaso yeso. Because be bia ehia wa asaso yeso e be live wa asaso yeso no say obenya aduane, obenya nsuo, obenya atade ahye, obenya ba bia oti beto, obenya adwuma o ya de behwe obisua. Wo sa no mo nyina na uso nyankopon. Bible say a great gain. A great gain. Right? Yeah, yanko Sirach chapter 40, Ecclesiasticus chapter 40, verse 18. Sirach chapter 40, verse 18. I'll say, to labor and to be content with that a man has is sweet life. Also, Obey content with a normal win, and the Bible says is sweet life. Only be any asem. Okay, can Ecclesiastes also massa. I didn't name Koyajuma, me befia my bachelor, my enjoy it, me okay, no be any asem. Bobby on for Quampasso, one for a Quampasso, any sikano. They be on mean that. Why? Because or Jane and I'm more minded or maybe taking revenge. Into on to mean that. But for Quampasso now, Uyajuma, now you're content, now the mass and so Bible say a sweet life. A sweet life. We say, can it be? Sirach chapter 40, verse 18. I'll say, to labor and to be content with that a man has is sweet life. But he that findeth a treasure is above them both. Yeah, it's above both. So when Bible says life is sweet. Okoye wajima unko sisi obi unko robi obi unko defraud obi unko yokwa opia de mama you okay utimi di 12 bills udimi di eba akoma udimi ma otios o ma school fees you okay but now the masem kan one Bible say is sweet life abraboni is sweet uni obi ani asem oni nyankopon ani asem why because make nyankopon asem unko sisi obi enko jeje bribe enko kancho obi say materials na akoto na 500 Ghana cedi abaye 300 Ghana cedi etu ni nyankopon ani asem. The day beyond the point the Israel, be be able protect you, we be the a sweet, you be any asem. Song, right? All right. Yanko Philippians chapter 4, verse 11. Philippians chapter 4, verse 11. Philippians chapter 4, verse 11. I say, Paul said, not that I speak in respect of one. For I have learned that whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content. It Paul me as I said, situation be obiano, or you're content, or you're okay with it, right? But another day, I'm out for be brave. Almost sure I'm out for lifestyle. We live here. Almost person we live our lifestyle. No. You can't say yes, sir. Say the Bible me as I don't know. Who was that chief things in life? Who and so Adriane atade ni baby adi utibeto. Now, odi nyankopon mrasem ka ho Bible say a sweet life. Now so it's a great gain. A great gain. And whatever one situation be on be I saw your content. Men cause me ni ko bro bi ko je brab akoto car we no. Because this will be akoye say no because what yes na emfaso e maso ma. Because I kwan afaso nya sika no afa kwan paso. Until the day judgment at the holiday twen. All right. And Yanko Sirach. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 24. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 24. Right? Oh, Ecclesiastes chapter 36, verse 24. Ecclesiasticus chapter 36, verse 24. I'll say, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. Into right now, 20-year-old, watch our brother, so juma, what juma, what be able to beto, or sika, what's the sika. Right now, we hear oba. Why? Because that's all where the warrior banana said also a word, so woman now so carry that generation forward. Said the another kind, oba society, I'll contribute to me. You didn't massam, so how we contribute. What the oba didn't massam, so now so watch her and massam. No, the what groom umma, what groom brothers, no sisters, no, the almost what carry that generation forward. That's how we contribute. Right, that's how we Bible me say you contribute to ewas as well. So you contribute to emrasem no, right? Until right now, what 20 years watch us about so save sika. We were juma oh yeah, we were baby ado to beto. We were car all the call all the bar. So ni car na we do sika bit me afa tro ade akwaba. We were moto bia bit me ade call juma akwaba. Oh you okay, right? Until right now, no here oba obesa the only worry. That's what the ewo emma. Right, the Bible says, or be also that he that getteth a wife beginning a possession. Why? Because obey woman. Right now, no ban abrababu. When the idea Ghana custom now, or believe that me children say oba bema no oba bread. Now bema ni free as so akwasia seminar memenkasa. Some in the war for asibio no. Abrabona on Bema ne yere bo no oni ma baby an wa ba ka che wa ka say oh Ghana de yedi offer deal nti bibia ye media kwa asem be no say yedi offer de na me mani ho me yere brand na wo gina he me yere brand ye pe enoma ama ye ma no na wo gina he me mafia asaso so abeka chem say oh yedi offer de sade we koso Ghana baby ama baby apam pa me free omo kun fie Yapam woman free or mukun because Ghana custom they say you di offer say any offer no offer no me brema me na me enjoy ye na me ntranga say oh you di offer the nti say offer no mbra no be adwuma no on hwe me sad then sad me chi cry sa custom any bible ni bia right until right now no wash our brother say 20 years where you adwuma oh yeah oh bia do tibeto what adia with me o share what aduane odi wo zika de bidin dia show ba why into right now no babe worry worry babe so your bar right now no be share say your possession no be ma no be build my family no right and after we your bar no or you pillar of rest what could you ba wa bro be no ya journey nice say you ba enjoy it ona ye love ya na de makoda so into obey pillar of rest why you stress and then be bon come on or massage you now enjoy it now relax it yeah obani be a pillar of rest because about the rest near there Obama rest now they all coming down. Right. Yentuaso. Yanko Sirach chapter 7, verse 26. Sirach chapter 27. Sirach chapter 7, verse 26. Sirach chapter 7, verse 26. Or say, Sirach chapter 7, verse 26. Or say, Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over a light woman. Yeah, the Bible is so in your bar. Before so cast over worry about it. So we can catch Sirach chapter 6 verse 7. Or see prove a friend. To one who about many jun home. Okay, now we go on bush for okay. About many jun. Now if you show bani subai. O show bani subai. So bani not to say obano pejuma obano branding once on him casa obano buade obano sunya nkopon. When the ideas all you make or show banso or obano or no for no near was the same. And yes, I need your pay you. Tete no okopo ba opobo osuban se oba de osuban ye se wa ho ofe de obeko ba osuban e de obeba o ho ofe na oni suban pa okoware a osuban na de obeba anye wo ho ofe e ma bebre a ma ware ache a mo ho nyefe bo ena mo omusuban ti omukunu edo mo eno mo enyi ekowom e ma bebre mo ho ofe ekoware ena so mo ni suban pa nti no ye do mo ba back e ba mo busuafo wa ho ofe e de obeko ba osuban e de obeba right. And you couple bar, men couple bar, and Obana, I said, me po ball water, and I may po ball no affair. No, Bible so po ball also by the suban pa or so young coupon. Or bow, only year juma or young pombe blessons because Obano pay juma or come by business or back. I say, yeah, middle. A good idea. I didn't ever we encounter we come a bit me man. I see. So Obano munyamu beginning, said, yeah, you get it a possession, more build a possession and my mama. Okay, business be Obani the good ideas, but am I the business near the etimiako so? O was star ban bit me ahwe so oban fa sika no kodi nanum enko shata gucci atade nkese enko bogbo yi nkwase yi ayi ayi na mkoye no ayi asene mam ho matchem oban be hwe business no so am bibia ye okay Why? Because urbanity assess say emi kunu dia say emi kunu dia ye feminine dia say emi kunu ni ho a we ye ade metimi dey ade ahwe me ho ne member ye fi ho a sade metimi agya ema ye mma oba onyansa no we ni adwon e de ode beba awori ni but oba onim nyansa no e na de na to we mame ana na to de bia to we mam saa de bia obema no ni sika but oba onyansa no bibia ode bema no bia no obetimi ade ahwe so yi obetimi ahwe so yi ama na multiply. Proverbs 31 woman in oba ne ho ofena me no fona mo to na na to we mam no so a man o nye to we mam only ne build a family bibi kakra di adema no obetumi ama na multiply sa oba na e de o worry no right until at that time what do 20 years now bra but me ko for oba me no for na oba no ho ofenti me person worry no abra wonim se oba no oni suba pa bia woni mu on nim aduane nua on pa aduane nua on be so obeka cho say o na o say me warrior me nye servant say ne ade no morning marker and I'm a servant obedo ni kura hwe ni kura no aduane ma ni kura ka che ni ko say me nye servant and he is slave or see me dey is slave me nye servant me give me kwa yesa e ma bebre o mko warrior 2 weeks near side on my back because of sasuban and you be man and what's so abeso worry come ko well bad no what to no for no worry about o suban o so nyankopon obeso odo nyankopon mras ne so oba opa adwuma oba opa bre oba de bi hye ne nsem obetumi ahwe so yi ade obetumi ahwe so yi sa man na ede eso worry o right my cancer 27 yent me fa ho ma oba onim nyansa na me po ba ne ho ofe na ba ne mo se nyansa bia ni na adwin de bia be breast atom and then can see me funny sad videos nyo member bro how ko worry about mo ofe abonso man kokun oba no because omo do ban to the sense oba no ent me moments and survive abrabo by man say mama na ye weak minded into no most of ma koyo oba bibi e member bebre su bi ho a omo nye weak minded but make just say cha oba bi anko wan de bia oba no sika sa say me ho atwe me ni sika okay can I think it's second Ezra and our first Ezra chapter 4 and our first Ezra chapter 4 so oboko wari oba bia de bia mam sika on page mon pebre de bia be man ho be trail e member bebre oko social media kana fo member bebre yenyom Israel member bebre o ma wari ma oba no empe omon page man de bia be man no trail no and adam na me ko si dan ke si we hwe me madan fo no ko abro tre ba hwe dan ke si obesi adam me ko si bi abraso no se okru no oni says kana odi ko akosi sa dan ke si no but be pressure ni kuna ma ni bring akwa yes abos ni ko loans no ko yese okota na japa de no emebu had mobile life mo be destroy your life obema no baba ne se memory oba ye light head and light headed worry oba de o nyansa memory oba se be onim nyansa right odi na ho ofachi a ho be tro be ye ohiani obegya ho akosa akofa be ma ofro but oba oso nyankopon oba o nyansa oba de adehye ne nsem otimi hwe so no oba no betimi na ba abrabo akọ akire otimi na de ene na ba abrabo akọ akire yenko Sirach chapter 16 verse 1 to right now worry Bible say you begin when you getteth a wife you beginneth a possession right so be mo business yenko Sirach chapter 16 verse 1 or say desire not a multitude of unprofitable children neither delight in ungodly sons. Yeah, Bible say men enjoy it. So I might be brain that same money man almost so nyankopon. No, emphasize so. Men enjoy so might be brain no mun so nyankopon. No. And then the man for be brain ma enso nyankopon. Akohwi bra no omobo and sanom we sem and omo de omo ye. Still omo do omo man. No, it's all correct so no omo yi omo free self-suban. Verse 2. Though they multiply, rejoice not in them, except the fear of the Lord be with them. Or say the only time I will enjoy or man is mustro nyankopon. So o ma enso nyankopon, man enjoy o na. Okay, can Eli ne ma or entity ne ma nyankopon ku ne ma no and nyankopon so ku no. So to say omano the only time I bet enjoy your life or enjoy omano and so the omuso nyankopon. The omuso nyankopon but so mudi nyankopon rasem. That's when you enjoy them because omuso nyankopon. Say the osuso nyankopon sounds like the obeso the oma esuso nyankopon. Yanto aso. Verse 3, or say, trust not thou in thy life, neither respect their multitude. For one that is just is better than 1,000, and better it is to die without children than to have them that are ungodly. Or say, better so babako, nasa akwan osuru nyankopon. Better so babako. Now, be one man be brave, the omunsu nyankopon. And also, say a better class onwo. Now, obewo and kala omunsu nyankopon. So it's serious. So it's a man ya woman. Say make sure say sankola no omunsu nyankopon. It's right now what brand no beba brabo. Make sure say o man na obewo no omunsu nyankopon. Because omunsu nyankopon ba nyankopon say a better class uni emba. Because enkola no omundi emrasem so. And Colano, they be our business, or best business, or maybe destroy your business, or money vision. Or now point into me fair insure Emma or family. Why? Because all enjoy or more moon soon young couple. But say, oh, money soon young couple, young couple bless it if you know. Young couple bless it, oh, mano. Young couple bless oh, papa no any mamma no. So until your manner, ya woman or moon soon young so. Minister right now, you know, baby boy, or moon young emrasem no. Me Thomas say, when Tim Abrabo or Mobono. Yes, omo babra boy and nyankopon mrasem no e de emfata ba mo parents na is e de bonhu emrasem no mo make sure say sankola no mo be guide mo kakra kakra de mo so nyankopon mo matimi enjoy e wo mu because omo di emrasem na bibia nya emrasem ne kana sana de omo ya ma wo ba no wo papa no ba kokro matimi ahwe wo maame no ba bre wo matimi ahwe wo mesio bibia obia no matimi ahwe so omo so be wo ma carry sa generation no forward am nyankopon de I enjoy e wo obusuan nyankopon a bless wo obusuan. All right. Yanko, into right now, no, Yanko Proverbs 27, verse 24, Proverbs chapter 13, verse 22. Yeah, into right now, this year, no, what man, why you Juma Wari, no, you're all right into this, and more build it more yet business, more yet Japadia, Mama. Yeah, had their Bible, you can. Proverbs chapter 24, verse 27. Is it 20? Yeah, Proverbs chapter 24 verse 27. No, Proverbs chapter 13. Sorry, Proverbs chapter 13. No, okay, Proverbs chapter 24 verse 27. I'm not fine, Chemi. I'll say Proverbs chapter 24 verse 27. I'll say, prepare thy work without, and make it fit for thyself in the field, and afterward build thy house. The Bible says so. Asasia, and then they gonna form more asasi. Once on mobile, one plot and 2 plot, most of us down was assassinating. Now they can nom their car parking. No. Bible says you answer yes, sir. Bible says you answer yes, sir. Bible says, oh, assassin, make sure say, assassin, obey the no assassin. So now assassin there can only sit down at the Adam. Why? Because as who did it was assassin. So, Udia Banshee, I was assassin. So, maybe if you have money, Duanedi, Udia toast, Udia Kodu, Udia Brobe, whatever be there, obey your full, I was assassin. No, when you're at Duanedi. But then they Ghana mindset and tessa. Both will be about a tenicus. Both will sit down was assassinating. I can't do now that Adrena say Adrena Fahin. Adreno Afahin. Now when assassin upon the Mayan say or the Maya say the Indian was assassin so never been incident at the end them. Why? Because also you have been near Dianedi. Or Mabenia Dianedi. All right, Yanko Proverbs chapter 13, verse 22. To also as Asia, side down 10 houses, 10 rooms na musi and fasoni so. And after saying a then musi or assassinating finfino and fasoni so. And then assassinate one plot corner. Chemum yenu for baku year full, not for baku is it down. Obet me sit down nice one, I will have a plot so. Obet me sit down nice a dine, I will have a plot so. By the kind of photo as I said, almost as a dine was assassinating finfino, that can you their car parking. Almost sit down and then 10 rooms. 10 rooms no my say. Now 10 rooms no my bit me at them. No money over 10 am money at them. No. We sit down ka crabia. That can fire fool. Nanya aduani di. Nanya aduani edi. Proverbs chapter 13 verse 22. Or say, a good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children. Also obi oso nyankopon. Bible no obi oso nyankopon. Bible no feel a good man. Right? Why? Because and now so young upon who didn't young upon so what you assess papa no. At the essay the open Japadia Emma or you no man. Do feel how you be okay or my okay. Right? And I'm so the emras and the suntino. Obey sa at the end. But beyond the mass and so could she brown qua massa men found me and ya there may be a mamma yearning. She had never by a young brother's neighbor. Only vision cross up or cry at a ashem emma. It's a babon or bonnet and also almost far econ passing the above and else is almost set any vision. Right? So the man can young boys be bro, almost parents any around. Young will be bro, parents and phone. Or your stepchild, or your cry, and young phone soon to or you will feel your pamon. Or Abian Odi papa will feel Yanukotina, near auntie hall, near auntie in front of home. So once I and Colana, yeah, almost in America. Bon Colana, no papa. Nipapo omo akwa no ne maame wo akwan so no on phone but so joining get to four zan kola no omo no life any or life be any omo no de omo from ye from dada ma nto mo mo fa brabo why because omo se papa e wo ho nto me hwe omo but zan kola na omo go tell mo anti nchen mo maame ni omo papa free mo go tell mo anti nchen omo step ma de pam mo free abonte mo go boss brabo no zan kola na de ese building omo but kola no ne papa ne mama wo fi no no fa brabo but that doesn't mean say anyone see a building more but and some me can me show mercy and I feel so me show sympathy the Emma Sankola na omo ongo che omo auntie ho ya omo yan hwe omo papa hwe omo de mo na ma brabo msa yeah so omo no the right now no mo kwa no mo hu ne kwa na yes yeah guide omo de omo sha say the edi mras no sha say establish sa no ma we nyina so until right now no young men na is wa sha brabas no what Juma, what one plot be what's a damn what say half a plot. Oh, the dark can you full. Oh, your business. Oh, your business ni esebusika at the 12 mile, you know. So the Bible say a good man leaveth inheritance for his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the judge. Because so be all yet would you know a Japadi or jamo a righteous nearby the over enjoy. So until you're good men are also nyangopon who your inheritance at the ma or ma no man to maba almost where they ever add it on. No say ja am mama no so almost so add it on na ekosa. So that one how nyangopon would the master so nyangopon to me emma or family a prosperous. So a prosperous because who the master so who train your man who bobam pai so musu be so nyangopon no so the master no no so carry sa cycle no forward until say Christ ebeba. Right. All right. And to right now, if you finish it 1 hour, you finish it young men. And to let's keep it through old. Right now, what the old say? 1 hour, Barbara Bonnie, we wow, mark. Right now, what by done I aqua and now by done grandfather and our grandmother. Right. So the and an air canal video. Sirach chapter 25, verse 26. Sirach chapter 25, verse 26. Sirach chapter 25, verse 26. Sirach chapter 25, verse 5 and 6. Sirach chapter 25, verse, is it 25? Yes, Sirach chapter 25, verse 5. Someone finds someone say, oh, how comely is the wisdom of an old man, and understanding and counsel of men of honor. Yeah, because right now, no, what the young pomeranz sense, what experience of life, no, you're correct too. What fix yourself? One will say, we need at the end of the right now, when you are about when you're all this wisdom. The Bible said that how comely is the wisdom of an old man. So until right now, what I'm doing, you're component to wisdom. Who do wisdom leadership at the man? Or follow Mrasen so. Would him and some now papa catch or no mammy catch or until right now, when you now who would Yansan ever watch you. Bible say, I dare effect of the wisdom of Obia the one, right? But men call a painful no moon Yansan. Which video I'm from Kakwa. Now, what do you say? 8 years, 19 to be fast as we so. I go share maker. We didn't some what radio so can. And then quack a young pound amount now. Over to me, I fix yourself. No, all the sad days, the air social media, I can't sound the same way. And before you are 7 years in your dream, among careful to pay because I some quan or right. All right. Yanko Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 9. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 9. You don't hear the Bible, they can't. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 9. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 9. I say, but wisdom is the gray hair unto men, and an unspotted life is of old age. Right? The Bible says wisdom is a gray hair unto a man. See, wisdom this will be a when you're gray hair. Right? And no when you're gray hair, no munyans. Bible says sana wisdom etie. Right? And our face so say, and an unspotted life is old age. On the so a unspotted life. I said unspotted life is old age, right? Verse 18. Verse 18 I'll say, for honorable age is not that which standeth in the length of time, nor that is measured by numbers of years. And so when honorable age, for an honorable age is not that which standeth in the length of time. Yo, go ask the man cannot go social media and I'm be well, when you 80 years, because the same kind of mocha. It is any point Anna Bena Wunimu and Omuni Anna Bienu. Right? Verse 8 will say, but wisdom is the gray hair unto men, and an unspotted life is old age. Until old age, me say that obedi emrasen so. When you obedi emrasen no one, that's what that's honorable. And then honor a length of years. So the obeso yankopon na de one. That's honorable. That's honorable. Right? Yanko Sirach chapter 33, verse 17. 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 I'll say, consider that I labor not for myself only, but for all that seek learning. Sirach me say, yes. Me labor nyina na adwuma me ye ababa me bon me mbɔ ma me ho nko a me bɔ ma me mma ene obi o mu hia afutuo ene de Ghana for bebre omo bɔ ababa no say ababa no omo bɔ ama mo ho no ababa no ye mbɔ me ye ho ye bɔ ama ye you can say ye bɔ ma ye mo of a tree man said ye ka no why because ababa na obon unsu afutuo bi o wo mma bi aka chance na akɔdwo ababa me fa sa ababa so we ade am sum ye hwe ne de ade eto me hwe na asem ndi nyankopɔn ma asem so hwe ade eto me hwe obi am kosi si no hwe ade eto me ko boy adwaman hwe ade eto me ma me kyerɛ ade eto me so enti right now we labor who grow nyankopɔn ma asem no who ade ani kwan so ye any ade a wo ye corrective so until right now we gain inside experience na ma on mind or mobile na so obi a de also beba no krim na so obi a be hia no ade oba so chi nyankopɔn ma asem no and also obi obeba ka that now life honest nya wo so nyankopɔn now the what's me at the etune for why because life experience so enti labor for ourselves but ye labor for omo a chima na the omo ba say the ye na na kind oba ye do ba nyankopɔn no ba so a wo usua emrasa no contribute to emrasa no ama next generation ama so be di so so enti adesua na yesua ma ye nchimba omo ba na ya sure omo emrasa no so at the atwaso all right also, verse 17, right? Verse 18. I'll say, hear me, O ye great men of the people, and hearken with your ears, ye rulers of the congregation. Verse 19. Give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend power over thee while thou liveth, and give not thy goods to another, let it repent thee, and thou entreat for the same again. Bible says, or brothers and now for power over you. Bibia waye anasi bia oye memo bi emehu emomunya power over you. Oh, say kojo de hwe ma nyese ama no onye say. No. Wonya control ewo abraboni. Right? Meko ye owe on say my ye we me the word ekoche me ma. Oto ani ade o ma beku o ma o munsu nyakopon ade abeku. Ti memma Bible is memma oyire or brothers and also family members no now for power over you. And you be an eso kakacho you're enoma. And you be an eso kakacho now for. And you be an eso kakache unyam. No wuha masa. Manen couch you. Right? Bibi na ya manen couch you. Why you real manen couch him? Or no lawyer sem. Right? Memo be nyat to me a so. Na fesum emba men kohe men ya kwaduni na emma oye enshow. O my year show boy or you be nyat to me a so can kind. I think it's Sirach. Okay, can so I say a man that is maintained by a wife is can be about hate. Say Obana despise Abeman. Maybe I saw scripture. But anyway, so maintained. Mema or menya kwaduni emma ye enshow. It doesn't mean say be a wajima say now ye juma cost no show. Any different. But so ya kwadjo number so be man ona umeso be ye juma. Let be a ye ne corner bar. Or you ne do maybe obe kware na yi. Ohun kware de ebe ye na hi. Right? Ohun de ebe ye na hi. Enti Bible ni sini kwan se omo bia enya tumi awo so especially obema. Onya oma oba de ona for onya mo enya tumi wo so. No, me ma ho kwan. Edina bema de so obre ode onoma tutu ye osu nyankopon na onoma tutu ye ma. Right? Say was Sirach chapter 38 verse 34 say, but they no, that's not what I want. Sorry. The man that maintained his wife. Oh, yes. Sirach chapter 25, verse 22. Or say, a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. So until obema no yakwajo de bi oba ne kono oba no ohwe na abema no pese okoye adwuma no. Bible say de bi oba no ohu ana ne boafu. Ohu aye de na ne boafu. So until bema no mema oyire oma oyire uniam onafo nya power over you. No mema ho kwan. Unless it be na to adwuma na asay na wanya kwanhye bi na ontimi nya adwuma. Ne ye different. And ye different. Tianto aso. Sirach chapter 33 verse 19 or say, give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend power over thee while thou liveth, and give not thy goods to another, lest it repent thee and thou entreat for the same. Bible says, "Man, for them obi onsa de ni hia." Right now, so beso o chese na wa na iuicghana. Remember say usika wa iuicghana, unze iuicghana si de no na ye wa yi. Obeso church Ghana de ni nyakoma arms. Oh, you say me want trim you, so can the my arms no. Well, most me that time I'm back. No, Bible say yes. The Bible say bibi kakabia on my arms. Men for den come up, men for what I can go chill. Oh, me what car one Ghana for ni akazisem. Shemu me car be show. Bozo nipa na wo de kana man nipa to a kokoko. Eh kwajo, yeah, can the man for can man wa me here can. No, Bible say yes. Right? Bible say yes, sir. Verse 20, or say, as long as thou liveth and hast breath in thee, give not thyself over any. Yeah, men give yourself to any of these things. No. Once nyampama on the own kwa usu nyankopon din masanos no. Men ma hon kwan masa de way at the end to. Verse 21, for better it is that thy children should seek to thee than that thou shouldst stand to their courtesy. Obama na so ye adwuma na o save sika na de utimi hwe but before be we nam so mo pagement no omo abrabo no mantimi omo de akwa abrabo no ye wi sem this adwuma sem ne and sano no de bi omo ma na de bi omo ma na hwe omo me ka se ma kan nye obi a se bi wani no aba akokra na me na onyo mo ase abrante mo se pagement na ne ma na de hwe no menya sa ba abema de nyampa man kona nwade o ye adwuma ma o ma no de emra ho magisika na men kasa ahoche na ato na ne different but we ya kwadwo na be so be adwuma na o ma na ehwe no na nkwa so yesa Bible say you better say o ma no be de ebe ba ho no be beji bibia free rather than so be call man wa kwagisika and akwaje whatever free or more, right? Until right now na wadi 20 years na brabo no ba fa no ma de etutu ye men fa brabo no nya kwhwese na right now me 20 years ni doso elmanim no especially man o me 20 me ne me be the left and right no men yes sir. So there Yanai can akatesia or do husi so bema barber warrior. A bear need just say bema no barber warrior no war ban or ye virgin of the world and the beche. So akatesia fan husi na bema de ML warrior. 22 or say, in all thy works keep thyself the preeminence, leave not a stain in thy honor. See, leave not no stain in thy honor. Make by Jamamia, it's not a papa here. And your man for you no with that. Papa will be or see a man for brutal. Her papa will dissemble. Don't leave any stain in your honor. The immersion the so. Say they can kind of if I can power so wisdom of Solomon. Or say we honor and you'll be at the length of years, but honor and say will be the my Mr. Kobe wisdom of Solomon chapter 4 verse 9. Or say honor and say they will be the immersions know the winning. That's honor. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4 verse 9. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 4 verse 9 or verse 8. Or say, for honorable age is not that which standeth in the length of time, nor that is measured by the number of years. Verse 8. But wisdom is the gray hair unto men, and an unspotted life is old age. So the Bible says, don't leave any stain. That's honorable. So be the young promise no so one ko farm for you, one ko sisi obi, one ko boy jomai, one fanya insanyum. No fears as we so Bible say any there. But I say don't leave any stain. Remember stain be a maudim. Because Bible say a good name is better to be chosen than a good riches. So bo dimpa yes so what a japade was as we so na. E dimpa e ko atri. E dimpa e yes so be wo dimpa. Say be dinje na be papa ne nanam kata. Kojo wo dimpa e yo kojo nya dimpa. I didn't see because when say it impact a culture, they be a board near kojo na kojo de oni papa. Hey kojo odi ni kre. Kojo or can a kre. Kojo on pesisi nya dimpa a culture, it impact at the emma unya a normal own drink class on kobenya and share nya dimasa so nanya edimpa because udi masa so unya edimpa because a masa ni chest ni kwanso kusisi obi ugodi e ukotwa ntro ugo yobi ade uko bi obi ade uko onya man for you koda o your boyfriend and girlfriend uko ye hwe unya dimpa right Bible no boye emienya edimpa all right into also verse 23 or say at the time when thou shalt end thy days until you do say what bakokra 90 80 years old now upon you are free assassin so until one so why you are free assassin so they say can it be in verse 23 or say at the time when thou shalt end the days and finish thy life, distribute thy inheritance. See, until see your will, not distribute to Emma Oma. Me na me wo fa ase, na me wo fa ase adwuma be no ye. So Oma oyre, eno wo fa ase oso Nyankopon, e kwadu no oso Nyankopon. Yeah. And they met ase so of ase, na sa de me nchi na me wo fa ase na me no. Until your will or your will me ba kwadwo me business way me business am me the mom and omba ama me business way me family me business am me the mom also fatuo that she be no fa baba bo warrior which mean there I only kun ayi kakaka so they build the family now pom leadership aye how we ban is moving in this life be brave me kware be ma on stru Nyankopon be ma obebo Bible I think it's Proverbs Hosea I'll say men kware bema or kasa wednensa pow ya no odin say bo na men kware bema obo now Bible matter say obadi unya o father o if you know to me a guide on say na bema we men could no men fa bema we ma member enware no cause a mema yesu ni mema su right in mema su all right tina all praise the most say you will leadership mo emano Oba so worry who leadership maka say nah okay brother we need to say the more by because brother way so remember on more to mean fix it but na dey e ma be na me ko hu be ma be hwe no fe hwe kokko ye hwe no ho fe hwe ka o dem enti me worry no ye worry sa tetine na no mo worry sa enti e ma wo say ye so ye Israelite for no because how I na tetine no mo worry no ni na sa no man na o Bible ni sa no man na dey e Bible ni all right verse 23, or say, at the time when thou shalt end thy days and finish thy life, distribute thy inheritance. See, right now I am over be free as so. No, I will, what you will. Now they what free as so. Say the yenanamo the yenana kind. And to watch your money and go from some to almost carry tradition, almost carry lifestyle on almost true mama. The same process how far so saned no so I know so carry generational forward. So auntie. Bible no said there's stages in life. Our idea is all here in those stages, right? I can four scriptures number and 4 scriptures number five. And Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes, our Bible chapter 2 verse 18. Ecclesiastes chapter 2 verse 18. Ecclesiastes chapter 2 verse 18. Or say, yea, I have hated all my labor which I have taken under the sun, because I should leave it unto the man that should be after me. It is Solomon said, Abraham bring no. My hate is a juma me. I didn't tell Solomon. I can't start. Verse 19. I say, and who knoweth whether he shall be a wise man or a fool? Yet shall he have rule over all my labor wherein I have labored, and wherein I have showed myself wise under the sun. This is also vanity. So until the Bible can count Sirach chapter 16. I say multitude of so maybe not nyampon so no or say a yes say who their own will cry. But or say a yes obenya akra baako obewo baako osu nyankopon eye eno na say wo enjoy you. Why? Because when him say adia wa bro was aso esu na adusua wasu Bible experience wanya no. Who decide they will ma obana on betimi carry side no forward. Who do business ma akra na on so betimi carry side no forward. Until we be war on your worried. But so one kwala omunso nyankopon no me vagam no ma o wajapa dia omunso de mama na obuafu. Bra me brain na ti san kwala we pana be enjoy ma de. Hwe kwala omunso nyankopon, hwe kwala maso odin. Hwe kwala omoye amusisi amafo nti we san kwala na majapa de ombefa. Udi wo na de ebe free asase we so. But so kwala na wo so muso nyankopon, all the joy in the free asase we so. Udi enije any free asase we so. Why? Because you say we be free asase we so. So man de ebedi emrasa no. O moma no ebesu nyankopon. O man no de ebetro moma no so emrasa mama sa nyankopon mrasa na carry on from one generation to another. Into o joy o de odi free asase we so. Ba o mebebe na sem kwana nsu nyankopon o free asase o de sadness any free asase we. Then Solomon say ejuma o nyina no heti sa ejuma o nyina dentia because onin say nipa no beja sadom nyina man say nipa no o nyansa na so ye kwase. So it a nije sem say o be man na o be bababo no make sure so be di emrasa so. Udi emrasa so na betime de etime guide o yere no mba. O che o man so nyino no so be ware a o so de o so etime carry sa no man forward. Ntu be free wa ba gokona be free asase we so o yo nije o nyampon be da ase. Hwe me man o so be carry o emrasa no forward. O me di emrasa no so. O de nije na de e free asase we so. All right? Ba ko won makwasia masa o free asase we so o de o be free asase we so krantem. Why? Because o make obemboku tentem kra. They see the video now me show 15-year-old okuku ne nana. All right, Tienko Sirach chapter 6 verse 18. Sirach chapter 6 verse 18. Sirach chapter Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 verse 18. Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 verse 18. I say, my son, gather instruction from thy youth up, so shalt thou find wisdom till thy old age. Right? Until you're young, no, 20-year-old, you're 20-year-old, no, right now I gather all this wisdom. To what about Christ, what about Christ? The end and what about Christ? One yana no me ba o mo futu. No, Kajo, no man, yes, sir. Obano, once I already and what you want you, say the Bible, I can enjoy Obano, or you're in a mefa time show to make you say, guiding on Donald. Now, making sure so church in the Bible, mano, guide yomo, who are cranny be in ya, correct no, bonnet to papa, no, I can't use Adena or yeno, and yet to Nina won't say, okay, and I didn't want to concern me yet because me some yes, I we are at the such in the menu. So until they be akra no nya estro nyankopon stro e woni mu. So they said why akokra nti say na normal way dey obeche. Why? Because ye usa na parents etro and master no udi so and also the unya experience. When to what gather instructions from your youth up into when you now be the ababa akokra. Right now, instead the Bible can say, I labor not for myself, but for those to come. So right now, when your instructions in there, what labor now about kokra. So because we need two from the UTA. Yanko Sirach chapter 25, verse 3. Sirach chapter 25, verse 3. Or say, if thou hast gathered nothing in thy youth, how can thou find anything in thy age? There are also now two for one thing. Why now about kokra? Instructions maybe now ubit me for this so. Right now about before assassin so. So until who here said right now we are young no. Instruction and master need this so. If we or say men despise a foot try the air profitable. The a foot to say they can kind of bit no. So the master not got the instructions from your youth and to you now back crowd. You okay. Or my beba how be a foot to or my beba or nana beba nana. The other na muye say oh the entire instance say oh me nana Bible ne say in kwan say we are there Bible ne say in kwan say dey ewu enti na ye Bible ne say pass over through her as esi ekun odwan and as ekun aponche na dey ye enjoy ye di na the better helps ni ye unleavened bread ni di na fi say making sure say ni all the yeast be any free I didn't say because ye na nanom nyankopon ko ye na nanu free Egypt no ko ye na nanu free ojoka okacho ye na so ye nya stadium ne fankai. So to nanas is what gather instruction to none number no bubu some ultimate guide them. Why? Because unya instruction is from the your youth up to your old age. But what will be our son one gather instructions? Unya they may be na bit me after now compare you and sit down. After now no why now about continue be and to wow sebi nyanse bia ma wadu when you to pabia tina yana nanom bebre this social media so radio so can kwasem. Why? Because oyanka omanga the instructions from their youth up youth up into kwasem kwa no moka and for so bia shade any omoso right ti yes usano gather instructions a futu right a futu ye nyampon a futu ye emasem na ye usua ye right. You call Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 13. To right now, and then young Israelites now point as you should feel. Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 13. Or say, verse 12. Or say, and now Israel, what do the Lord thy God require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul. Verse 13, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good. Right? See, I didn't know if you young Israelites for they say young Israelite for they say you be the only young promise so. And then they only young point here so be kwakosa so yakosa zonto okwakobo hiba but no young point here san kwa asem no. O si di mimra asem so. Eno ano here. Na nya gidi o memba Jesus Christ mu. Eno ano no. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 13. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 13. Or say, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Or say, fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of a man. Yeah, baba as a Swiss now upon the bas as Swiss. I did who feel and say that you be doing master so. Tell the Bible can say godliness with contention is great gain. Ubedi master so now be when you aduane adi ubenya baby ato ubeyi adwuma when you baby aduane adi enso anom atade ahye ade baby utiato ubeware awomba be mo actually master so o say no ye. So bibi a obi an o ye content say the Paul kind of Philippians chapter 4 verse 1. And it's a great gain because nyapon yan fa ma ya sazu say ye sa zonto na ye no ye ikononam emosom sense nyapon say ndi ni master so eno kwa na ni nyapon ya and then ade an nyapon ohia ye ndi master so ye nya gidi o ba Jesus Christ eno kwa so obey adwuma obehwe omo ye no mba gosu di master so e master cho say so ye adwuma udi master so e master cho say so hwe oma udi master so e master cho say so ye japade ma mba udi master so nya master cho say so ye we ube be fias aso yeso. So until at the end of the day no e master no dey any here bia obenya biane ye you content o ye okay but idea in all no idea unhia ye nyina hia say be di emrasem no so from emrasem no ka wabrabo ho wabra nyampo de ebehua so. All right, and after so benya long life, so if you are so benya long life. I hope say nyam pan more praise to Most High. And what you see and no my nyansa say the yenfa entre yenyam Ghana for yenyam Israelite for no musu hu ne no omo ede repent in film bon need omundi emrasem so. Right. It's all praise to Most High. Me bonfire say ye Israelites nya nyina de ebe continue di emrasem so na yes, sure, Yankopon, Yanya did you use Christum, near the yet me are prosper in all our ways. All right. I hope saying yes, you'll be free and then they are. So, be any questions, sir. Maybe later, I'll doing question, you'll never send your email. Or send your questions now call iuicghana@israelunite.org. iuicghana@israelunite.org. And the question be I will be on, wait me, I send the questions in the call. Now, this over friend any Casabeso near Bessia. Obeso oyobia opekasa opeso kasa of phone so because when you be on email obi obeso kasa of phone so the number e wo video na say free question be obi abet me abuso abeso ne esua de a ye be show be e esua de na de osu ne de abesua de ade right ti nyampon boa ne ye da something kuma nyu pom ye nkwa ani awon ye be try adesua so ye be try adesua so and to say shalom family Most High in Christ bless nyampon shamu nyina. Say the Chicasa, say the Asunji and Camo, and I'm shalom, yeah, peace unto you, Jasunji and Camo. Right, say the young passy, say the woman and qua, any one day, any yansa, the woman leadership, it's me a guide, a Bible, no mere tears, yes, but yes, a better idea. All right, and say, and young pompe, not yet a certain comma, you better, you better, ya decision, so to yen so young pon, yen di massam, so near the D, oh, yes, Christum. All right, shalom, Most High in Christ bless.